Good morning, students. Today we are going to start some new concept of trigonometrical values of certain angles. As you know that x-axis and y-axis, they are perpendicular to each other. This is our first quadrant divided into four quadrants: first, second, third and fourth. And each quadrant is of 90 degree. First quadrant 90 degree. If we include first two quadrants, it will be 180 degree. If we include all the three quadrants, it will be 270 degree. If we include all the complete four quadrants, it will be 360 degree. So this can be written as 90 degree also in radian pi by 2. Up to here it is pi by 2. If I am going to take up to here, it will be pi or 180 degree. It will be pi or 90 degree. If I am going to take the angle up to the third quadrant, this will be in radian 3 pi by 2 or 270 degree. And if I am going to take this complete circle, then its value will be radian 2 pi or complete 360 degree. Okay? Now, first quadrant, remember one sentence: all students take coffee. In the first quadrant, all. Second quadrant in the anti-clockwise direction, students. Third quadrant take, and the fourth quadrant coffee. All means in the first quadrant all the trigonometrical ratio, 6 trigonometrical ratio will be positive. And in the second quadrant, as students, S means where we take sine and its reciprocal cosec. Sine and cosec will be positive in the second quadrant, and rest all the four trigonometrical ratios will be negative in the second quadrant. Now we come to the third quadrant. Take T, tan and its reciprocal is cot. So in the third quadrant, trigonometrical ratio tan and cot will be positive, and rest of the four trigonometrical ratios in the third quadrant will be negative. Last, coffee, C, cos and its reciprocal sec will be positive in the fourth quadrant, and rest all the four trigonometrical ratios will be negative. Okay, this is our, in the anti-clockwise direction, positive angle in the first quadrant, and negative angle is considered in the clockwise direction, that is minus of theta, which lies always in the fourth quadrant. Now we are having certain angles, we can adjust it. Minus of theta always lies in the fourth quadrant. 180 plus minus theta, 360 plus minus theta, and into 360 plus minus theta. If we are getting the format of 180 plus theta, so 180 comes here, plus theta means you will move to the third quadrant. 180 plus theta will lie in the third quadrant. If you are taking up here 180 and it is minus 180, you are subtracting something else from 180, it will go to the second quadrant. Clear? 360 plus minus theta. Complete circle will become 360, and plus theta means you will reach to the first quadrant, and complete circle 360, you are subtracting something from 360, you will reach to the fourth quadrant. So 360 plus theta will come always in the first quadrant, and 360 minus theta always comes in the fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta always comes in the first quadrant, and 360 minus theta comes in the fourth quadrant. What about this n into 360 plus minus theta? In problems I will explain you about that also. N is here natural number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For higher values, suppose 765 degree. So 765 can be written as 2 times times of 360 degree becomes 720 plus 45. So one circle 360, another circle 360 plus 3 720, and 720 plus 45. It means 2 times of 360 plus theta. We are moving one 360, second 720, and again plus. So we are reaching the first quadrant. Or in other ways, you can say that n into 360 plus theta and 360 plus theta will always come in the first quadrant only, and n into 360 minus theta or 360 degree minus theta will always come in the fourth quadrant only. Now comes to 90 degree plus minus theta and 270 degree plus minus theta. 90 degree plus theta we will move to the second quadrant. 90 degree minus theta we will come to the first quadrant, and 270 degree is here. 270 degree plus theta will move to the fourth quadrant, and 270 degree minus theta will move to the third quadrant. Okay. Now if any value is asked, to find out the value of the angle which is having higher value, so first we have to see that trigonometrical ratio angle lies in which quadrant. The angle of that trigonometrical ratio lies in which quadrant. First we have to check quadrant, and in that particular quadrant we have to check that particular trigonometrical ratio is positive or negative, and then in that particular quadrant the trigonometrical ratio is changing or remaining the same. 3 points you have to remember. First you have to check the quadrant, second positive or negative, third same or change. So minus theta 180 plus minus theta 360 degree plus minus theta n into 360 degree plus minus theta. In such cases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In these 7 cases, if you are getting this type of format, if the question is in sign, your result will be also in sign. No any change in the trigonometrical result. Okay? But if it comes 90 plus minus theta or 270 plus minus theta, 1, 2, 3, 4, then if the question is in sign, the result will be in the cos. If it is in cos, then it will be in sine. If it is in tan, then you have to answer cot, and if it is in cot, the result will be in the tan. If it is in sec, then the result will be in cosec. If it is cosec, the result will be in the sec. So remember these 3 points. These all things you have to note down in your copy and practice it a lot. Okay? Example I am explaining you now on this basis. Suppose I want to calculate now sine 180 degree minus theta. First I will check the angle of that trigonometrical ratio. Angle is 180 minus theta, and 180 minus theta up to here 180 minus theta, it will lie in the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, which trigonometrical ratio it is asked in the question? Sine. So here sine in the second quadrant is positive. Okay, second quadrant positive. Change or no change? 180 minus theta, there is no any change. So sine 180 minus theta will be equal to sine theta. Clear? Now second example, sec 270 minus theta. Sec का एंगल क्या है? 270 minus theta. So 270 up to here minus theta. It means that reverse. Third quadrant. It lies in the third quadrant. This is okay. Now in the third quadrant, the trigonometrical ratio इसमें क्या पूछा है? Sec. So in the third quadrant, tan and cot is positive. It means the rest of the four, that is negative. It means that sec will be in the third quadrant. It is negative. So in 270 minus theta, we can see that sec can be written as a result of cosec. Therefore, sec of 270 minus theta will be equals to minus of cosec theta. So in this way, by seeing the quadrants, by remembering this, all students take coffee about the quadrants, about the positive or negative in a particular quadrant, which trigonometrical ratio is positive or negative, whether it is changing or no, or remaining the same. So the higher values can be converted into the range of 0 to 90 degree, and as we have studied the trigonometrical values of the certain angles, that is from 0 to 90, we can bring down their values, bring down their degrees in the range of 0 to 90, and we can write down easily their values. Okay. Now exercise 3.2, question number 1. If cos x equals to minus 1 by 2 and x lies in the third quadrant, we have to find out the rest of the 5 trigonometrical ratios value. Cos x, from the first identity, cos square x plus sin square x equals to 1. Cos x is minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 square will become 1 by 4, plus sin square x equals to 1 by 1. Sin square equals to 1 minus 1 by 4 equals to 3 by 4, so sin x will be equals to plus minus root 3 by 2. After calculating the value of this sin x, since x lies in the third quadrant, and in third quadrant our sin x value, sin x is always negative, so that's why we have to take here minus root 3 by 2, because sin x is negative in the third quadrant. So sin x equals to minus root 3 by 2, and now just reverse it. Sin x equals to 1 by cosec x minus 2 by root 3, sec x cos x reciprocal minus 2, tan x sin x upon cos x minus root 3 by 2 reciprocal minus 2 by 1 root 3, and cot x is the reciprocal of tan x, that becomes 1 by root 3. Question number 3. Cot x equals to 3 by 4 and x lies in the third quadrant. Now cot x and cosec x relation is there. If cos x or sin x is given, you have to apply the first identity, sin square x plus cos square x equals to 1. If cot x or cosec x is given in the question, then you have to apply the third identity, 1 plus cot square x equal to cosec square x. If suppose tan x or sec x is given in the question, then you have to apply the second identity, 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. So 1 plus cos square x equal to cosec square x, 1 plus 3 by 4 the whole square equal to cosec square x. So cosec x we get plus minus 5 by 4. As here it is also given that x lies in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant cosec x is negative. All students take in third quadrant tan and cot is positive, and rest all the 4 are negative. So cosec x is negative in the third quadrant. So cosec x becomes minus 5 by 4, sin x just reverse of cosec x minus 4 by 5, tan x reverse of cot x 4 by 3, cos x, the formula is cot x into sin x. So cot x is our 3 by 4 and sin x is our minus 4 by 5. So we get value minus 3 by 5. And sec x is the reciprocal of cos x. Sec x equals to 1 by cos x, so it becomes minus 5 by 3. So in the same way, we can able to solve now question number 2, 4 and 5. Question number 2, 4 and 5 of exercise 3.2 will be homework. And let me tell you one thing, as I finishes my exercise, any exercise of any chapter, then after completion of that exercise, there are some examples before that exercise. Those examples also you have to solve it in your fair notebook. Understood? And you have to practice those examples, because questions can also be asked from the examples also. Now here comes the question number 6. As I told earlier, the higher values can be converted in the range of 0 to 90 degree. Sine 765 degree. It is more than 360 degree. So if we multiply 360 into 2, we get 720 degree, and 720 degree plus 45, we will get 765 degree. Okay, so sine 765 can be written as sine 2 into 360 degree plus 45 degree. So sine n into 360 plus theta, sine n into 360 plus theta lies in the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, all the trigonometrical ratios are positive, and there will be no any change for 360 plus theta. So sine will be sine theta. So here in place of theta it is 45. So it becomes sine 45. It comes now in the range of 0 to 90 degree. As we have studied in class 10th, it values sine 45 1 by root 2. Next question, cosec minus 1410 degree. First of all, this angle I have to make it as positive value. As we know that the negative angle always lies in the fourth quadrant. All students take coffee. In the fourth quadrant, cos and sec is positive. So therefore, cosec will become negative. Cosec of minus of theta will be minus cosec theta, which becomes minus cosec 1410. This 1410 can be brought down by writing down the adjustment. 4 times of 360 degree will become 1440, and 1440 minus 30 degree will gives you 1410. Now it becomes in the form of cosec n into 360 minus theta, and n into 360 minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant cosec is negative. Therefore this negative, again next step it becomes positive. Minus into minus plus, theta is here 30 degree. So cosec 30 as sin 30 is 1 by 2. So cosec 30 is 2. Next comes tan 19 pi by 3 and sin minus 11 pi by 3. I have solved two different methods. You can see tan 19 pi by 3 can be written as 3 into 2 pi. 2 pi is 360 degree. 3 into 2, 6 pi plus pi by 3 when we take LCM. 6 into 3, 18. 18 plus pi, 18 pi plus pi, 19 pi upon 3. So this becomes in the form of tan n into 360 plus theta. And 360 plus theta lies in the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, all the trigonometrical ratios are positive and they are same. No any change in that. So tan will become tan theta. So in place of theta there is pi by 3, tan pi by 3. This pi by 3 we can convert into the degree by multiplying with 180 by 5. We get tan 60 degree and its value is root 3. Next question is sine minus of 11 pi by 3. As here it is a negative angle, and negative angle always lies in the fourth quadrant. All students take coffee, so here cos and sec is positive in the fourth quadrant, and negative sine will be negative in the fourth. So sine of minus theta minus sine theta, so it now becomes minus sine 11 pi by 3. Now here itself, now I am going to convert this into degree. So multiplying with 180 by pi, I got minus 660 degree. The previous question, at last I have converted it, and in this first only I have converted into the degree. Now 660 degree can be written as 2 into 360 degree, that is 720 degree, and 720 minus 60 will give you 660 degree. So sine n into 360 minus theta. So sine 360 minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant again the sign is negative, so it becomes positive. Sine, and in place of theta there is 60 degree, so sine 60 degree whose value is root 3 by 2. And rest of the last question, question number 10 will be homework. In my next class I will be teaching you some of the identities. So by heart all the formulas which I have sent through PDF. Okay. Thank you.